YouTube? We back. Another video. Going over these week's trades. Hope you guys had a good week. Very turbulent, very high turbulence for this week. Especially with Jerome Powell speaking about whether or not he's going to be hawkish or dovish for the remaining of the year, basically. So this week was very bearish for me as far as my setups that I took to close out quarter three as we begin quarter four here next month. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, I want to just go over the fact that I did start a new Top Step account. I mentioned that in the last video. This account is directly linked to Top Step X. I'm kind of still trying to get used to the setup. I'm not too familiar with its actual platform because I typically use TradingView. That's what I show you guys. But let's take a look at it real quick. Y'all don't be looking at my password. Just kidding. Oops. There we go. As you can see here, these are my winning trades this week that I took, which we'll go over on TradingView directly. But I don't know. I mean, I like it. It's still TradingView, but it's just a lot going on. The font, the actual, the UI is different, obviously. But and I still have to get used to ordering and executing trades on the platform, which it'll happen over time. But I'm just happy at the fact that they have a trade syncer. So up here, I'll be able to add more accounts as we continue to grow with the prop firms. I'll be able to sync my other platforms that I have eventually to this one, and it'll all sync. So any trade I take, all of them will take it at the same time. So yeah, that is that. Let's go over the trades I took this week. So I took a total of 4 trades. I could have took another trade Wednesday, but again, the work schedule, we're going to break out of it though, man. We're going to break out of it. But the work schedule got me, man. So I only took 4 trades. One of these trades was really not really planned. I kind of made a subtle mistake as far as my entry. Again, trying to get used to the platform. But yeah, so these are the 4 trades I took. Closed out profitable for the week. I wish I could have traded Wednesday, man. But the main focus of this video is gonna be the break and retest model. The break and retest model is extremely simple. It is just when the price falls below or above specific structure or the high and low within a session, you will be able to infer what's going to happen next. Either it's going to retest and you're going to buy, like I said, or it's going to break below and then you're going to wait till it retests that zone to either sell or, again, like I said, buy. So all this week, all 4 trades were, 3 trades were all break and retest. So I will go over them in detail, and you can see my live markups. So let's jump back into it. It's a simple entry model for anybody. It doesn't matter if you're an experienced trader or not. It's break and retest. So the first one I took for the week was gold, right? So gold came down. This was the low. I knew, okay, 3 a.m. This is our 3 a.m. session. This is the London session. We got from 3 to 7, right? 7 up here, the high. So this is the low. This is the high. This is just the changeover from after 7 o'clock to 9:30. It's the gray area, the changeover gap, right? So I seen, okay, cool. We here, and I seen right in the beginning of the changeover in the London, we broke below it, and I just waited for the retest. The price is typically gonna pull back to these EMAs. It's like magnets, right? It pinned off. It gave this railroad track. This is called a railroad when you have 1, and then you have the second candle is deferring from the direction of the first one, either in your direction for the seller to buy. So you can have a buy side railroads, which would be down here. So it'll be a bullish candle, a bearish candle followed by a bullish candle. In this case, it's a bullish candle followed by a bearish candle. So, and it pinned off of the 50 EMA on the 5 minute. This is a key indicator because I know, okay, the 200 on the 5 minute is the 15 EMA on the 15 minute, which was been in confluence with my system this whole time, breaks and break below or break above the 15 EMA on the 15 EMA, the 50 EMA on the 15 minute. So that's been my confluence for a while. So now just kind of scaling back and waiting for the New York to get these entries has been a lot better as far as, being in confluence with my actual system. So here, like I said, boom, we came back, we broke below this London. That should be a key indicator right there, because look at all the structure. This is the mitigation point. The mitigation meaning the middle. This is the middle mitigation point of the whole entire all the sessions, the Asian and the London, and leading up into the New York. They're playing off this section. So if anything breaks or breaks above, like it did here, but again, you got the 800 EMA behind here. So the 800, right, on a higher time frame is the 200 on the 15 minute, right? So let's look at it. You just matching it up. That's all you're doing is just matching it up, right, for price action. And we've already been bearish on gold for a while, right? We've been downtrend. So coming back to the 5, like I said, coming back to the 5, I seen we got this pin, and we was in the trade. Came in here, boom. Could have got a second entry here at 10:30, but caught meetings, man, work. Like I said, I can get more proficient the more time I have to sit here and just go through the actual, setup process and getting the actual execution. But it'll come. Y'all witness it here first, man. So again, like I said, right here off the 50 EMA on the 5 minute, the 200, got in at these railroads. Great risk to reward. This is a 1 to 4. No, 1 to 3. My bad, 1 to 3, because I'm risking 4, and then my target is 12. So 4 times 3 is 12. So a 1 to 3. So came here and it went clean through. It went clean through. Like no, my target was Sunday's opening low. So it just broke clean through, straight through. I was in the trade from 9:45 to 10:45, literally an hour, and was done. This was the first break and retest. So it's simple, guys. Simple. You come, price is gonna come, right? It's gonna drop below or above a strong resistance point. Again, a lot of y'all probably thinking, okay, if that's the case and it retested here off the London, not the London, but the Asian, why didn't you buy? Great question. Like I told you, 1 is because we're in a downtrend. 2, this is the 200 EMA, which is a strong indicator off the 15 minute, right? And we aren't in our gap time. We're not in the open yet of the New York. So this is an invalid trade. I probably would have took this trade. Knowing me, I probably would have took this trade, but like I said, we refined the entry, and now we're not playing catch up, right? Because I could have took this trade thinking, oh, it's gonna go, and then the next trade that I do win, I'm only breaking off half of what I lost originally. So we break even or a little less than the original loss amount. But we're not trading that way no more. We're not playing catch up. We going straight to it. So yeah, this is the first trade, right? Break here off the high, clean break. Then we got a retest here. Retest all the way down. It's exactly what it's gonna look like for the sell, right? Boom, break, and all you want to do is just box up that area. So when you boxing up the area, right, all you doing is taking the wicks to the bodies, and then you'll have your zone. That's the zone. And then you confirm that with your EMAs. That 9 times out of 10 it'll line right up with the zone. Boom, you in the trade. 1 to 3. Took an hour. First setup of the week. And then keep going. Let's look at the other setup I took. The other sell. This was the Monday setup. That was Tuesday. This is Monday. Same ideal. This one is even more clear. Like it's extremely clear. You don't have to when you stop forcing what you want the market to do based off of your own prowess or the small bit of information that you do get, and you just let that be the determining factor why you know want to do stuff. You got to just be patient. Cause I could have again. This is the 50, right, on the 15-minute. This is just 1 bounce, 2 bounce. This is a buy signal, right? Being patient, you realize, okay, this can either do 1, 2 things. It can bounce off of this, or we can have a failed sellers, right? Boom, failed. Boom, failed. What do I mean by failed? They didn't continue to go up. It got capped. It got capped. It got capped. Paying attention to small indications like that will let you know, like, okay, we're either going to go another direction, and then you wait for your confirmation. My confirmation was the pin off of the 13 EMA, right? We could have came up higher. I could have been a little bit more stubborn, but this small wick was right here. Boom. This is also a candle pattern. This is called a evening star because it's showing down. So evening, think of evening, and you thinking of of the sun going down, right? That is going to be a bearish setup. This is a Japanese candlestick pattern called Evening Star. Look it up. So the pin off of here was all I needed. I mean, we got a small wick here, but after I seen this, I was in the trade again. Came up here. This is what? This is about a 1-to-1. This trade was. This is about a 1-to-1. Which was more than cool. I wanted to carry it all the way down here to the Asian, but you know, with prop firms, you can't hold trades past 4, so I had to get out. And plus, it just was chopping around. I really didn't like what I was seeing, so I took the 1-to-1. And then we fast forward back to Tuesday, the pound trade that I took. This was probably one of the better trades that I liked throughout the week. Clean, super clean. Again, it's the same thing, guys. It's rinse and repeat. What do we have? It looked exact, and mind you, this is pound. This isn't even gold. How do 2 separate futures contracts look the exact same? Is it don't matter? Like the instrument don't matter. They doing the same thing. They doing the same thing every week. So I identified the London low, which was here at the 545 candle. We started up here, right? 3 a.m. This was the low. So I took the low and brought it out to the wick, closing the box, right? You close the box in. Wow, look at what we got. Break, retest, gone. Right there. You take the ADR, which is just the average daily range, right? Which was from here to here, the average. And I just took it back down. Took it back down to the Asian lows, and that was it. That was literally it. Simple trade. We got this here. We got this shift candle. You can call it an evening star, shift candle, whatever. And then you could have got again, had I been more able to be at the desk, another entry. We got railroads, another entry. So 9 times out of 10, if you getting in off these retests, it's gonna retest more than once. It'll retest either twice, sometimes 3 times, to get that last little liquidity that it needs to, continue the opposite direction. But this was the trade that I took Tuesday. This was like risking 7 for what? I know I took it back down here. So a 1-to-4. Like I said, this is one of the better trades I took of the week. It was a 1-4, just like the gold one previously. Got in off this retest break. Boom, the retest off the 50 EMA on the 5 minute, which will be the 13 on the 15 minute, and then the 200 EMA on the 5 minute is the 50 EMA on the 15 minute. So again, it's aligning up with my rules. I usually take setups that either break above or below the 15 EMA. Originally, right, I would do something like, okay, cool, we coming off of here, right? We got the high of the we got the high of the Asian right here coming across. We got the high. In my mind, again, we're above the 15 EMA. Regardless of this 200 EMA, I would have bought here. But knowing, for one, right, we're in a downtrend, just like the gold setup was. We're in a clear downtrend, right? A lower high, lower high, lower high, right? So that's another indicator for why I shouldn't be buying in. And another indicator is we're not in session. We're not at the 9:30 open. So this was the setup, break, retest, and 1-4, man. So again, these are 3 simple setups that I showed you throughout the week that I took on the break and retest strategy. If you want more specific strategies, I'm not really into strategies really in that way, but I understand that's a better way how people can identify how to, what to do in the markets and what they should do in those instances, in those situations. So I will be dropping more. Like I said, just continue to show up. I wanna help those and find those that are actually looking to trade and get out of this 9-to-5 rat race, man. So if that's who you are, please like, comment, subscribe. Keep watching the videos. If there's anything different that you want me to show, I definitely will do that. Live streaming will be on the way as my journey continues, and I hope y'all keep growing too. Peace.